Hello, listeners near, far, and light years away. This is the Weekly What's Up. I'm Jay.
I'm Asarian.
And I'm Benny.
Here on the Weekly What's Up, we challenge ideas, provoke thought, and review various art forms from the filthy planet Earth. Coming up this week, we'll be discussing Millennium Hour by DeadlyComics, Butterfly Wings by Owl City, and Exist by Avenged Sevenfold. But first, a word from our sponsor. Our first topic is an animation called Millennium Hour by DeadlyComics, and I'll preface this as usual by saying, listener, if you want to watch this thing spoiler-free, go and watch it before listening to this review. But, yeah, what did you guys think?
It was beautiful. It was absolutely amazing. And I love animations that are, like, literally speechless, where it tells the story through visuals, the use of sounds, and the use of a music score. I find animations like that absolutely beautiful. And it's why I love Pixar so much. Like, I don't like Disney. I will straight up say I do not like Disney. But I do love Pixar. Animations by Pixar tend to be amazing. And this animation that we watched for the podcast, it's so beautiful. Like, it clearly took a lot of heart and soul to make. There's a really cool story that it tells as well. And honestly, I would have been so happy at the end if he had finally gotten that sticker. Just like the one thing he wanted. The one thing he wanted, and just imagine trekking all that way through all of the snow and ash. Which, by the way, brings me to my next point. Holy hell. Like, that was a very low-key kind of dark, like, the setting of the animation. But you know what?
Right?
That just makes it even better.
Yeah. Absolutely. The whole thing is, like, it's very mysterious. The whole setting is very mysterious.
It's the aftermath of a nuclear war. Like, to me, that's the vibe I got.
Yeah, I got the post-apocalyptic feel, like, immediately, like, why is he alone?
Yeah.
Like, there's so many questions.
And the birds, man. At first, the little birds freaked me out. Like, I was like, oh, no. I was just like, oh, hell no. I didn't expect that at the end. I want to say it's a result of inflation because of that trade coming out, and they're requiring so many goddamn quarters. Who has that many quarters on them?
I do.
Like, that's got to be very heavy.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm very muscular from carrying that around all the time now.
I work out!
Also, there must be some kind of portal inside of the machine so you can push the tray in all the way or something.
Yeah, okay, so, like,
Yeah.
I actually took some notes on this. I was so confused. I really don't understand the physics of this sticker machine, because he loads up this massive coin tray with quarters, and also discovers that he's short one, but, you know, a little bird gives him, which was delightful. But then he pushes it into the machine, and so comparing our little protagonist here against the vending machines he was around earlier, we can deduce that he's probably about average height, like 5'9", or 175 centimeters.
Just no. Watch this shit. He's gonna be the next Peppa Pig. He's gonna be like 7 foot tall.
The spin-off series.
But then comparing him to the length of this corn.
Yes, Kron.
Shut up. All right. No, comparing him to the length of this coin tray, it's probably between 24 to 30 feet long. And then he pushes it into a space that's probably between like 2 and 4 feet long. And I was like, explain!
You know, but maybe there's like little links in between the tray and it like folds up into the machine. And then when it goes up, the coins sort of fall down into another tray that holds the coins. And like that, like registered by weight or something. I'm sure someone could work up some kind of machine that would do that.
I don't think even DeadlyComics has thought of that at all, and we're just going deep into conspiracy theory.
Clearly that wasn't important. You know, like, let's be honest. No one's, well, I mean...
I wouldn't say no one.
To be fair, I'm basically just MatPat at this point. But, like, most people aren't going to look at that and just be completely dumbfounded. Like, no one's going to try to think of the physics.
Well, except for a couple people like us, maybe. It
was still beautiful. I cannot praise this enough. The animation was flawless.
Oh,
just the whole video. I cannot praise it enough.
Yeah, and I let me also say that I absolutely love the music to this short. It's interesting,
Yeah.
it's atmospheric, it's ambient, and it fits in perfectly with the style of the short.
Yeah.
It's whimsical and solemn, and it's also upbeat and frantic sometimes. The short itself is like quirky but captivating. Aesthetically, it can't be beaten. Honestly, everybody should watch it. So go do it right now. Pause this podcast, stop what you're doing, and watch this short. Everybody should watch this.
Yeah.
So there were a lot of interesting details and a lot of things going on. It's like when the short starts, we've got him working at this sort of station, but it's also his house, and he's using all this equipment to locate some kind of sticker that he wants. And why he wants it, we'll never really know. All that we know is this special sticker locator has finally struck gold. And so, with more jolly energy than I'll ever have, he springs into action, making his way across a desolate wasteland of what was previously a thriving civilization. And yeah, like you guys said, I got the vibe that it was some kind of post-apocalyptic thing, and like he was the sole survivor or something.
Yeah.
And so he makes his way through this ruined city, his progress always being tracked by these pink birds. And there was this looming canopsia that wasn't lost on me despite the upbeat music. And so we see him looting old vending machines and arcade machines, jars and empty houses. And at first I saw him start.
Jars. I need one of those.
And so at first I kind of assumed that he was going to use these quarters for some method to like find food or something, because you would think that's what you would do in Apocalypse.
No, he just wants a sticker.
I know, yeah, he just wants a sticker.
The collector's edition, he just has to.
Also, the side of one of the vending machines said drank, which was hilarious for some reason to me. I had to pause the video because I was laughing. But if you look in the background, there are a lot of sticker stores, like buried in the snow and stuff, which I thought was an interesting detail.
Actually, it could be Ash, like the post-war type setting. Like, it could be Ash from like a nuclear fallout.
I don't know.
My theory from this is just that this is a universe where Telegram never existed.
Oh, sorry, what?
My theory is that this is a universe where Telegram never existed.
Why Telegram?
Because they have stickers for free.
Oh yeah, this is so sad.
So he travels out of the city and through another interminable tundra during a blizzard. He's committed. Until he reaches the sticker machine that he's been searching for, and he's going for the little star sticker that says Whoop, which is adorable. But I'm just saying it was far from the best sticker in there, because there was a fox one in the top right, and I just saying.
Why would you say something so controversial but so brave?
I mean, the last episode I said something more controversial and more brave by saying I didn't like Queen, so...
I'm not gonna comment on that.
Okay, Mama, I'm just about to kill a man.
Well played. And so, yeah, he doesn't get the sticker that he wants, and he goes home and he's very dejected, which was honestly a slightly more emotional moment than I thought it would be, and I really don't know why.
Yeah, I think it's because it's just such a tragic fall. He worked his way so high and he fell so goddamn far down.
This it really brought through some emotions that are kind of hard to put into words somehow. Also, why he didn't smash the sticker machine and get it like that, like he smashed all the other machines. I don't know.
He has all of these tools. Like he could take the panel off and just take the sticker.
Yeah. And so at the end, we also see that he sticks all his unwanted stickers to the inside of the door to his house.
Yeah, and it's all just the same cloud sticker. Like, oof.
It's really sad that he keeps mementos of his failures.
That is some rotten luck.
Yeah.
Like all the machines he's been to, and it's just the same sticker.
Yeah. And because I'm a strange person, I actually dedicated the time to counting all the visible stickers on the door. And from what I could see, at least, he's failed at least 53 times.
Ouch.
Probably more, because his arm was blocking the part of the door, so I couldn't see the whole thing. So it's probably more than 53 times. But yeah, 53. There were 53 stickers which was so depressing.
So that might be
That's
his life.
a big oof.
That's his life. And so it makes you wonder, number one, why is this sticker so valuable? Like, that's the looming question. Why is he willing to fail so many times until he gets it? And what the hell is he going to do when he finally succeeds? I don't
Struggles
understand.
are beyond our understanding.
More questions, honestly, for this whole thing. Like, what is going on in this world? Where is everybody else? Why has whatever society that existed fallen into complete ruin? Like, not only do we never see anyone else besides the birds, but we don't see any corpses. So it doesn't seem like there was some kind of cataclysm, but the city was just abandoned. That's kind of the vibe I got from it.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. A lot of people put into theory that this was a metaphor for modern society, how you like work your ass off, and when it comes time for the payoff, you're left with nothing but disappointment. But like our hoarder of quarters here, we keep trying dozens, if not hundreds of times.
I can see that side.
Yeah, I can see that message now. Like, I didn't think of it that way, but that's actually a really good way to see it. Like, I mean, it's accurate too.
It brings a sense of imagination and wonder, I guess. That kind of takes me back to childhood a little bit. Like,
Yeah.
I love like the
I think
open
animation in
landscapes.
general does that.
Yeah, but like this one in particular, like with the environments, and
Yeah.
especially in the beginning with how do you
Again,
say
it
that?
feels a lot like Pixar. Pixar really needs to hire this person.
Oh yeah, if they work
Agreed.
together. Yeah, that'd be amazing.
Let's put in a word for them.
I'm going to email Pixar right now. I don't even know if you can actually email Pixar. I just assumed.
Oh, probably not.
Well, they might have like a support email. Anyway, we're getting way off. But yeah, like you were saying, I think there was a certain sense of nostalgia that it created, which is weird because I don't know how you get nostalgia from a post-apocalyptic universe. I don't know. But they did it.
It's kind of fitting for 2020, I guess.
Yeah, watch this. We're going to end up in a nuclear holocaust, and the furry's going to start looking for stickers. That's going to be December in 2020.
Oh man, a comedy sci-fi movie.
So you're saying in 4 months this is going to be me?
Oh, no. It's going to be me because my dumbass would be getting a whole bunch of quarters for something. Maybe not a sticker, but god damn it, I simp for merchandise sometimes.
It's fair.
Yeah, I just came across it and I was captivated. I can tell you, I guess, about the way I discovered DeadlyComics. I was at this furry convention, Nordic FuzzCon, in 2017, and I saw an animation of Deadly
Wait,
Comics.
you guys
and
are
I
going
was
to conventions?
2017.
I've only been to one convention. It was some like really small Comic-Con in my hometown.
Oh,
That's the most I've ever been to. I mean, on a plus side, I did get to meet Roger Bumpus.
I've never been.
Also
to
got to
Comic-Con.
meet Male Flanagan, or Maley Flanagan. I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm an idiot, okay?
No.
It's okay.
We had totally different approaches to that. He was like, I'm an idiot. And I was like, no. But Az was like, it's fine.
The duality of man.
That was good. That was my favorite. All right, anyway. So you were telling us how you found DeadlyComics?
Yeah, basically they had they did the intro to the convention, and I was like, this looks awesome, and I kept following them since. And when they dropped this video, I thought like, yeah, this needs a review. This is something else from them.
Oh yeah, I was absolutely enthralled by this. I have like a lot of questions about what's going on, but nothing but good things to say as far as review goes.
I like movies like that that don't answer anything and kind of leaves it up to your brain to fill in the blind spots, so you can like try to figure it out the way you want it to be interpreted in a way.
Yeah.
I really like those movies or shorts in general. So yeah, love this one.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I think this was intentionally ambiguous.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you went through all of my notes, so I'm
Oh,
trying
I'm
to figure
sorry.
out. No, don't be. It's fine.
Was there anything you wanted to add as far as the notes go?
Um,
You guys took
yeah.
notes?
Oh, yeah, go on.
Yeah.
I can send you mine.
Yeah. No, it's fine. It's fine. I managed to get through high school without notes. I can get through a podcast without notes.
Not this podcast.
Yeah. Not this podcast. Why did I hear that in Arnold Schwarzenegger voice?
Get to the chopper.
Get tons of fun.
Amazing.
So moving into our next topic, we'll be discussing Exist by Avenged Sevenfold. Does anybody want to start us off?
This was something else.
I mean, yeah, like, this is part of an album that is just very experimental. Like, that's something I've noticed about the whole album. It's the whole thing is an experiment, and I absolutely love it. Starting with the stage, the stage was already a beautiful masterpiece of a music video. Now we have this thing. Like, I don't even have words for it. It's just, it really makes you think about existence. Like, the whole thing is, it actually, like, I felt like I was going to be put into an existential crisis. But goddamn, it made me so happy. It filled me with a sense of joy I can't explain.
Looking at my notes, I kind of feel bad now. All right, because okay,
Oh, interesting.
I definitely got slight Metroid vibes in the very beginning, which was nice.
Yeah.
I really didn't like the organ that dropped around a minute in. It was much too staccato for the rest of the instrumentation that was happening. The drop was nice once we dropped into the really fast-paced beat and the guitars. The guitar harmonies gave me Dragon Force vibes. I know Dragon Force has emulated that sound from other people. They're definitely not the first to use that technique.
Right.
I listen to Dragon Force a lot, so that's why they came to mind first. And I am extremely impressed at how fresh they were able to keep this song throughout the first six-ish minutes.
Yeah.
For a song that's nearly 16 minutes, it actually managed to hold my interest for that long because of how diverse and interesting the entire thing is.
Yeah. And that's what Sevenfold does with all of their songs. Like, each song is very different from one another. Like, that's what I love about Sevenfold. It's, I don't think I would even class it as metal. Like, that's primarily what they do, but their songs are so different from each other. Like, I feel like it's just a class on its own. And
This really feels like
is so far the most experimental piece I've heard, and I love experimental music pieces.
Yeah, this really feels like a mix between many different genres in like one song. Like I could definitely feel like the prog rock vibes and some Pink Floyd vibes from this. And my personal favorite part of the song is from 5:16 to around 6:55.
Oh yes, the Neil deGrasse Tyson speech. That was my favorite part too.
Yeah. I think the Neil deGrasse Tyson speech was even later than that.
No, that was later, yeah.
Yeah. But
that was like, I think that was like 12 to 15.
Yeah, I guess we can get to that later on. But yeah, 5:15 to 6:55. I mean, that's personally my favorite part of it. Like the breakdown.
Yeah.
I mean, that just hit me hard.
That was nice. That was really nice.
Yeah, and the whole song is just, it's the Big Bang. All right, let's call it is. It's the Big Bang. You know, starting from nothing, suddenly, yes.
Anyway.
The album cover is like perfect.
And like, you can actually see comments on the video that explains it better than I ever could, but like, the starting point is just like the lack of any existence whatsoever. Sudden bang of planets and stars. It expands further and further. You eventually get the Earth. The moon breaks away from the Earth and starts to orbit. The Earth cools, and you have the first sign of life. Like, each part of the song represents a different phase of existence.
I did not get that from it at all, but I can see that.
Yeah, the whole song is just a metaphor for the Big Bang, and it puts it so well.
It took me an embarrassingly long time to realize that there was a skull in the cloud.
You're kidding.
No, it took me a really long time to see that.
Sevenfold, that's Avenged Sevenfold's mascot, the Death Bat.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of missed that meaning behind it. My notes might have looked a little bit different if I had known that, because around the 7 minute mark, musically, it started to feel a tad directionless.
Yeah.
I like his vocals a lot, and I like the chorus especially.
Yeah.
I think it was phenomenal.
Yeah.
But it came in at sort of an odd time, and the sudden addition of vocals 7.5 minutes in was a little bit jarring after nothing but instrumentation before that.
Yeah.
For me, pre-establishing his voice earlier in the song and then to bring it back, even if it had just been vocalizing a little bit, would have gone a long way. If you guys are familiar with mute math, they employ that technique. They establish the singer's voice earlier in the song if they're going to bring it back later, and I think that's something they could have used in this.
Yeah, I agree.
My thing here is by the time he starts to sing, it feels almost unrelated from everything that came before it. As someone who's written songs with multiple movements, you can move the song in a progressive direction that's still consistent to where the song began, and the listener can think back and remember how you got there. Like I said, it started to feel a little directionless about 7 minutes in, so directionless that I could hardly remember what came before that to get me to the present moment. So that's one complaint that I would have about it.
I guess I guess it's fair, but like, again, you have to consider the context of the song. Like, it's the Big Bang, and it's the progression of the universe into the existence of, the first signs of life, and then eventually civilization.
Yeah.
And I think right around the time when like the acoustic guitar, when that starts playing, I think that's the first signs of life, and then M Shadows starting his vocals, I think that's the progression of civilization into what we have now, and then Tyson would be current time. That's my interpretation, at least.
Yeah, that little bit of context actually, helps a little bit with that, I think.
Yeah, something that I noticed almost immediately, the drummer, like Brooks Wackerman, I think his name is.
Yeah.
Like, wow, like he lives up to his name. He really whacked those drums for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but I really wish the Rev could have been here to see this. Like, I'm sorry, but the Rev was still a much better drummer, and he was just like, it's just not the same without him. Like,
you throwing shade at the drummer.
No, Brooks Ackerman is an amazing drummer. It's just not the same without the Rev.
I'm
just not the
completely
same.
new to this band, so I'm like, whoa.
Like, yeah.
We're not as familiar with this band, so we're just kind of like, huh.
Right.
Yeah, at face value, this sounds good.
Right.
Yeah,
up to a certain point.
There is a lot more to the band. I will say this: the fact that Avenged Sevenfold can keep the genre so goddamn fresh after so many years of popularity, I mean, that is a testament to music.
I would love for like rock music in general and also metal like to come back up to the top of the charts. Like, I'm getting tired of the same pop and rap music being on the charts for like 10 plus years now.
Right.
Like, make me go back to listen to the radio.
Fast and my pace down low.
Oh God.
Oh yes, that's.
I thought that was only going to come up when Wesley was back on and Damien.
No,
This is a tribute
that
to him.
song. No, I have PTSD from that music video.
I chose not to listen to it at all. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna stay away
Honestly,
from it.
you made a wise
I
choice.
started it and I just stopped it in the middle because, like, just
Well,
no.
if you've heard the first 15 seconds, you've heard the entire thing. So it doesn't even matter.
Okay, let's not go back to nightmare territory. Let's move on. Yeah.
Okay.
If I want to go to nightmare territory, I'll listen to Avenged Nightmare album.
Yeah.
Ah, that's a good segue.
All that being said, though, I have some gripes. Neil deGrasse Tyson's monologue was way too long. An average song is about 3 minutes and 30 seconds. Bringing him talking behind the same looping melody, only 30 seconds short of being its own feature-length song. I got genuinely annoyed after less than 2 minutes of it, and it still went on for almost another minute after that. That part, I was like, really? Would it have killed you to switch up the melody a little or something?
I guess that's fair. Yeah.
Speaking of which, the final note of the song was 25 seconds too long. It held on for way longer than it should have. I like stared at my screen in disbelief as it just kept going for 25 seconds.
I mean, to be fair, the song is literally about, like, just how massively long the universe has existed. So like, I guess in a way that's to express how much longer it's gonna exist.
And to its defense, like, if this is a concept album where the songs are supposed to be like sticking together, like having a really long ending is kind of like not just the ending to the song, but to the whole album. It's kind of like the Lord of the Rings movies. Like they have a long ending because they're technically 3 movies in one. So that's how I interpreted it.
It's supposed to be long. That's what they were going for. And it was supposed to, like, I mean, it's a song about the universe and the Big Bang, so of course it's going to last a while.
That's fair, but as a music producer, I hated that a lot. Like, a lot.
Yeah.
It was like, the final note was like 30 seconds of the same note, and I was like, oh my god, just end the song, please. Like...
I'll take notes of that.
Hey!
I'm proud of that
It was
one.
good. Well
But
played.
yeah. For me, like when it comes to going back and listen to this, I would say it's a weird one for me where I would like actually to forget about it and rediscover it again, kind of.
Oh yeah, it's like now that I've heard it, I got so much of a joy from listening to it. I'm never gonna experience that same joy again when I listen to it, just because like the first time was just so awe-inspiring. Now whenever I go back and listen to it, I'm sad because I'm never gonna experience that same joy again.
I want to forget it for different reasons. No, I'm just kidding. No, I actually did like it.
How dare you? I'm gonna crush you flat.
No, no, I did
Great. Now
like
we're
it.
just gonna make a bunch of music puns. I hope you're happy.
I did like it. I did actually
You're
like
all
it.
gonna be left behind.
Hopefully this podcast gets some notoriety. All right. Anyway, no, I did like it, but I had some gripes. But overall, I did like it. Yeah. So it's fine.
I really like it, and I might re-listen to it, be listening to it again, but not something I would be like putting in a playlist where I play the song a lot. But
Yeah.
maybe then and then come back to it.
Yeah, that's pretty much where I stand.
Yeah.
Okay, so moving on to a song that's on my playlist, Butterfly Wings by Owl City. Let me preface this by acknowledging my bias towards Owl City. I adore this man, and I will therefore dote on him for the rest of this episode. Adam Young has been making absolute magic since the late 2000s. His work through 2014 was absolutely phenomenal. His more recent stuff, like Mobile Orchestra and Cinematic, is not quite the magic that it used to be, even though some of it is still very, very good. But I do look forward to seeing what he produces in the future. Now that I've got my fanboying out of the way, well, maybe, I don't know, it might come back. Let's talk about this song in particular. Butterfly Wings is a bonus track for his Ocean Eyes album, and yes, I do have copies of Ocean Eyes Deluxe, multiple copies, so shut up. Anyway, what did you guys think?
I'm gonna be completely honest. The way I feel about Sevenfold, how like I'm unconditionally a fan.
I wouldn't say that.
You clearly feel about this one, and you know what?
Well, there are songs by him that I absolutely hate, so I wouldn't absolutely say
Right.
that, but that's fine. Like some of
gonna
the stuff from Cinematic was just bad.
I'm sorry. This song is very forgettable for me. Like, it's kind of like that one last episode with the quarantine. Like,
How dare.
this one is just. I saw it. I watched the whole thing through, but I've forgotten most
How
of it.
dare. Well, that's why you should have taken notes.
I just like nothing really stuck out to me though. Like the whole thing, it just I don't know. It felt generic.
Well, after the gripes that I had with your song, it's only fair you have some gripes with mine.
It's just like it was bland. You know, like it didn't catch my attention. You know, there wasn't any parts that really stuck out. And I'm pretty sure the vocals were auto-tuned.
Well, yeah.
It's not something I'm gonna listen to regularly.
How dare. No, it's fine.
Yeah, I want to say that I actually I kind of like this one. For me, personally, I like their greatest hit, Fireflies. Like that song really was the one that was one of the last songs I listened to on the radio before I tuned out. Yeah, it's not because of them though. Don't worry. I actually like Owl City. I feel like this is it's a simple song.
Yeah.
But I kind of like them for that too. We need songs like that as well. I liked it. It's not something that is on my favorites list, I guess, but for like having it in the background or having it while you drive on a nice day or something like that.
Oh yeah.
That's definitely something I could
I can
have.
see that. Yeah.
I enjoyed this one. I like the note progression and the singing and the lyrics was sweet, and
Yeah.
I like his voice, even though it's auto-tuned.
Yeah.
Like despite that, I still like his voice.
Yeah, that's kind of, yeah. As somebody who listens to him a lot, yeah, his voice is auto-tuned quite a bit.
Yeah.
Actually, less so with his newer stuff, though. And if you've ever seen him live, oh my gosh, he is amazing. As someone who's known by a lot of my friends to be a metalhead, a lot of them are surprised that I love this style of music as much as I do. Like, you guys probably know I'm a metalhead. I mean, you remember this? You remember the song? You remember Lighthouse? Yeah.
I did enjoy Lighthouse, but admittedly, I haven't listened to anything. I haven't listened to Eminence since that song. So like,
how dare you listeners out there? We're talking about. We got off onto a tangent, but we're talking about a song called Lighthouse by Eminence. Go listen to it; it's magic. Anyway, So yeah, as somebody who's known to be a metalhead by a lot of my friends, a lot of them are really surprised that I like this style of music as much as I do. But for me, Owl City takes this style to a new level with his skill at setting an atmosphere with his music, and it's a proven fact that 1 in 3 Owl City songs will make me cry a little bit, if not a lot. And this song is no exception. Other avid Owl City fans will understand where I'm coming from when I say that this song and most of his other music affects me emotionally in a way that I can't really explain. This song in particular features a bouncy little bass line, a plethora of trademark soft synthesizers, and gentle piano and orchestral chords to finish it off. The drums are really simple and have little fills from time to time. The chord progression is interesting, though it's one that he's used before. Like I said, he's brilliant at setting a dreamy, ethereal atmosphere, and his music is charming, whimsical, and captivating down to the last note for me.
Yeah, and I think the lyrics match that. Take off to the sky, won't need feathers to fly. Like it just matches the floatiness of the floaty feel of the song in general very well.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it just wasn't my taste. I think that's what it was. It wasn't my personal taste.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is very sugar-y, or how do you say that? Like sugar-coated?
Yeah, I like my music very gritty, if that's the case, because I listen to a lot of songs that, like, most of the music I listen to has some element of, like, roughness to it. So it being so sugary and melodic and all that, yeah, I guess it was just too sweet. It's kind of like how I feel about sugar, because, you know, a lot of people look at sugary foods and they'll be like, oh, that looks hella good. Like, you remember that one that was just a cotton candy burrito filled with, gummy worms? Or like, no, that looked disgusting to me. Like, hell no, way too much sugar.
That would have made me throw up.
I would not be able to eat that. Yeah, same. That would make me throw up with, like, a bite.
Tell me about your U.S. customs.
Yeah. Hi, American here. We don't eat shit like that.
Have you had deep fried butter?
No! That's another thing. For some reason, people think we all deep fry foods.
We do.
Well, some do, I guess. I don't know.
We do, though.
I saw a documentary on it, but anyways.
Like,
in my state, like 50% of the food is deep fried. Hate it.
Yeah, so this is going to be the rest of the podcast now. Food review.
Food review.
Yep. Clap.
Oh, God.
Oh, you know what? That gives me an idea. Maybe for our next episode, we could actually do a food review. Like, okay, there's plenty of videos out there that, like, show these different recipes and stuff. Like, we could all make it. Like, I can decently cook. What about you guys?
I would say
okay, I
decently, guess. Yeah. I've made stuff.
Maybe it wouldn't work. I mean, I grew up with an Italian dad, so, like, You know, I'm used to cooking.
Oh God, yeah, you can probably cook way better than I can.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do the food
if you-
review. Perfect. Thank you,
If
Benny.
you're decent, what does that say about me? Yeah. I was saying decent in the not really that decent sense.
What do you mean? What do you cook?
Not a lot. Just a
You make a mean microwave burrito.
yes, and other things that I have cooked before, not in a microwave.
Oh, toast?
And not in a toaster either. I'm talking about actually cooking with an oven and a stove and things like that.
Right.
You're so mean. You're so mean to me. No, I'm just kidding. But anyway.
We love teasing you, Jaden.
Uvu. Russian verbs be like uvu.
Yeah.
Okay, so does anybody have anything to add, like, on any of the stuff we've talked about? Not just this last one, but anything.
I guess Avenged Sevenfold is a fucking awesome band, and actually, there is one thing I would like to add on a serious note. Like, even if you're not a metal listener, I highly advise listening to the song. It's just I feel like this is going to become a classic in later years. It's because it's so different. And I actually wouldn't class it as metal. It's something all to itself. Like, it's just that good, and it's that, like, mind-provoking. And I think everyone should listen to it at least once.
Yeah.
It's like several genres in one.
It really is. Yeah.
It was kind of like, it was like metal plus
classical,
like alternative,
a little bit jazz, a little bit of rock,
prog rock, yeah,
and a little bit of and there a little bit of electronic as well.
Orchestras, like the whole thing was just a big orchestra. I can already picture everyone in a room with, like, you know, the strings and the brass and the guitar and the bass and everything, just all merged into one, like.
Yeah, there's a little bit of David Bowie. There's a little bit of ELO in there.
Yeah, it's just one big symphony. I absolutely love that.
Everybody's gonna hate me, but I don't like David Bowie either.
Who is David, and why does he have a bow?
He's a bowman, obviously. Everybody knows that.
Bard the Bowman?
David the Bowman.
Took down another dragon in another town. Yeah, different guy.
Yeah. Oh yeah, funny thing. I actually play D&D.
Yay!
Yes, I'm both a player and a DM. Working on being a DM, but getting there.
D&D is so fun.
I've never played D&D. I don't even know how to play. I'm sorry, I'm not.
It's okay.
I'm a nerd, but I'm not that much of a nerd.
Ow.
If you're gonna start, I would recommend 5th edition because it's really friendly to beginners in general.
Yeah, you're gonna want to start with one that's not, like, absolutely convoluted.
Yeah, please. I lose track of shit so easily.
There's some very...
That game alone... Sorry.
Oh, no, I was just going to say there are some very convoluted versions. Yeah, you want to start with something simple to get the hang of it.
Yeah. That game alone helped me learn the Imperial system, you know, the US kind of system.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, I guess I have to get used to this now.
You wouldn't have to if we just switched to the metric system.
Would be nice. I mean,
counting increments of 10, like, how nice is that?
That'd be good.
Yeah.
That would be easy on my small brain.
Yeah.
Instead of, what is it, like, first 12 inches to a foot?
Yeah.
And how many?
It is, yeah. 12 inches to a foot, and you have 5,280 feet to a mile.
And 3 feet to a yard.
Yeah. Why do we have
all
yards?
over the place. It is so bizarre. Oh my gosh. We're a very, very confused bunch over here.
It's been a blast.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun.
Yeah. Get to the outro.
Get to the outro. Alright. Alright. For real this time. Well, that brings our review of this week's selection to a timely end. Thanks for joining us here on the Weekly What's Up, and until next time, this is Jay and the rest of the crew reminding you to keep producing art so we can keep making fun of it. If there's anything you'd like us to review in the next episode, you can send it to contacttww@gmail.com or tweet to us at the What's Upcast. Huge thanks to my co-hosts for joining me this week. You'll find their social media sites in the description below. Stay safe, and we'll see you next time. It's fun to say it fast.
Yeah. Also, I have an idea for you, Jaden.
You're definitely not going to beat Eminem.
Nah.
But Jaden, I have an idea. Why don't you pre-record that part and keep using it again and again?
That's a good idea, actually.
But it's fun to say it.
I mean, more power to you. It's just like would make it a lot easier.
It would be easy.
Yeah, just a suggestion.
I could take it from like past episodes and just like and just use the ones I already have. I don't know, it's just fun.
Yeah, do you like Rockstar? Copy paste. Actually, I feel like this is worth mentioning. I don't know. Oh no! We're gonna give whole credit to the what's it called, to the music group because copyright.
Because copy.
Oh yeah.
Watch this. Our podcast is gonna get copy struck by Warner Brothers.
No.
It was like they own Avenged Sevenfold, so like, what's this?
Well, we didn't play any clips of the song, so we're fine.
They're gonna avenge us sevenfold.
That's a very big problem with YouTube.
Yeah.
Big company sues a small creator. If they lose, slap on the wrist. If the creator loses, they lose their channel.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
It's a really big problem with YouTube.
Hey, yeah, and in that vein, I just want to say something. YouTube.
Yeah.
YouTube. Get your shit together. Right now.
Please.
But first, a word from our...
I'm so glad we're not doing this live.
Oh my gosh, can you imagine? It'd be terrible. Maybe someday we could do like a live event, though.
Oh no, we are not ready to go live.
Someday.
That's why I said someday. Okay. All right, so I think you guys took that a different way than I intended it, but just gonna cut that right out.
Please.
Okay.
Again, you have to consider the context of the song. Like, what the? Okay, that's embarrassing. I actually have my PS4 started right now. Can we edit that part out? But
it was funny.
No, please edit that out. Or keep it on the bloopers or something.
Yeah, bloopers
I have my PS4 up and I'm just like mindlessly doing this as as we do a podcast. So like that was
could be a blooper thing.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a motorcycle going by. Hold on. Okay, there we go.
Oh god.
All right, for real this time.
Alright.
If there's anything you'd like us to review in the next episode, you can send... Okay. If there's anything you'd like us to review in the next episode, you can send it to contactw... No, that's not right. It's right in front of me and I messed it up.
Take your time.
I like saying it fast. It's fun. Okay, hold on. Yeah, I saw him... how did we come up... A random side note. How did we come up with like a digital swear jar for this podcast? That'd be hilarious. Okay, so...
Yes, someone make us a digital swear jar, specifically me.
A counter, yes.
It'd be beautiful. Oh god.
That would have been catastrophic.
Oh dear god. All right.
Not ideal.
All right.
I'm ready when you are.
Okay, cool. Okay.
I was waiting for you to start.
Oh. I'm sorry. Okay. Basically the same points, but how much are you going to change it?
Hold on. Actually,
You wanna
I read
re-
the first 4 lines.
You want to read through it first? Yeah.
Oh, thank God.
Gonna be editing out a lot of silence in this ad.
Yes. Sorry, I was reading.
No, that's cool. Reading is good. Good for your health. Good for your mental health.
Honestly, I'm just gonna read this like a 90s ad.
Yes.
Are you doing the fucking Macarena over there?
Yes. All right. Take one out of God knows how many. Okay, here we go. You don't need one. With the Anchor app for mobile, you All right, we're going to cut that right out. We're going to take 2 on that line. Shut up. Don't.
You fucked that one!
It's just because you get your lines perfect and I don't. It's fine, whatever. I'm not even mad.
They call me One Take William.
Oh, God. Okay.
Podcasts. I'm not very good at advertising.
Anchor will you... There it is. Sorry, we're going to do that again. Take 2. You can start making money instantly.
Oh, that's so cool. Can I do that again?
Yes, absolutely. As many times as you want.
Oh, shut the fuck. Damn, that's descriptive. All right, take 2. Wow, that's so cool.
That was better. Okay. I'm not even sure. I feel like I should say something else before I say the download the free Anchor app part, but I don't know.
You could enthusiastically just be like, "Yeah, it is."
That's good. I like that. Should I? I'm gonna scream it. I'm gonna get back from the microphone a little bit. Awesome. Thank you for your help.
Big welcome. Kayla was doing my makeup the entire time.